We come from a secure identity background, and we saw that V-code was the perfect thing to sit at the front of a health passport because it could be scanned at 2 to 3 meters away, device to device. It was up to 10 seconds faster, so ingress into stadiums and stuff wouldn't change. And it was also secured in the way that somebody scanning your health pass could get something different based on who they worked for at the time. So for instance, if you worked at a football stadium, they could scan it and it would be your health pass and a ticket. If you went to a restaurant, it could be a reservation and your health pass. That's something that other technologies can't do. And the fraud element of V-code, you can't fake a V-code, you can't create one outside of the system. So if you see a V-code, you know it's real and you know that it's going to go to the right data. Whereas if you use a QR code or other open source technology, if you use the wrong reader, you can expose the data contained within the code. You can clone them or you can reroute them to different websites.
You need to both test it over, and your antibody test is negative and your antigen test is negative too.
The benefit of our system is that none of the data is actually stored where anybody can access it. You have to present your public key to a medical officer. They can call your information from the system using that, the same way your GP would. One of the other things about our passports is you don't have to have a vaccine to have a valid pass. So we do have vaccine exempt passes where if you don't want to have a vaccine, you're allergic to having vaccines, or you're pregnant, for instance, then you can just say vaccine exempt, get a test with your GP, and they can give you a green passport because you've had a negative test. So we have about 16 different pass colours, which go through the vaccine journey and also testing journeys. Our technology getting people back into places like Wembley would be seamless, whereas if you were using something, even seconds count, so 20 seconds per person, if you had 100 gates at Wembley Stadium, would be 2.5 hours per gate to get 90,000 people back in if you needed 20 seconds to check, whereas ours is seamless, you just walk straight through.